Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, Part 12, Episode 2 of the Timeline, March 29th, 2025. Thank you, God. I did not finish the writing for the episode, so I'm going to finish the writing this afternoon. And when I finish, my grandson and I went to the country. He's going to do some spring cleaning for our friend, and thank you for that. When I get back home after taking my grandson home, I relax a little, then I reread and time the writing. It is long enough and is ready to record. March 30th, 2025. When I get up this morning, I get things done to be able to go to the cemetery. I visit with Wyatt. His flowers are here, but they usually are until it's time to remove the old for the new ones to be put on. I talk to him, I pray, then I went to visit Megan. Megan's flowers are here also, and I'm happy for that. I visit with Megan, I pray to her, then I pull away and out of the cemetery. On my way, I'm thinking, I might give myself some quiet time this evening and record the episode. And I did. And I feel relieved too. It's recorded, and I can get some other things done the next 3 days. Then I went to bed. Have a good night. March 31st, 2025. Thank you, God. I have no writing to do. No recording unless I want to. I stay busy spring cleaning. It's that time of year. I did get my closets cleaned out a month or so ago, so now I'm cleaning to get rid of things in the garage. I'm staying busy. I have to. Later this evening, when I finish and I can say I have the cleaning done, I am exhausted. April 1st, 2025. Certainly a nice surprise to have to wake up this morning at 7:30 a.m. to a message sent at 6:46 a.m. from Summer, a girl who found a packet of information and pictures of this story in the back seat of a rental car. She wrote, "How are you? I was just thinking about you and was wondering how everything was going. When I first seen it and I get up, I had other things to do, so I wait until during lunch to comment back. At 12:17 p.m. I wrote, I'm good as I can be. How are you? Everything is still going. The podcast is every Wednesday evening. I have started writing a screenplay. I've got to do whatever I can to get Megan's story told. How do I walk away? I don't think any mother or grandmother or anyone could just let it go. I'm not even going to attempt it. My gosh, what would Megan think of me? It is frustrating with all my proof and I'm being ignored. Do you have any suggestions? Do you or would you become a lawyer to get this resolved? You don't have to have a law license in Oklahoma. You just have to know the laws, which there are none of this kind of case. Help. Thank you, Summer, for checking. Have a good day. 12:51 p.m. Summer replied, I'm doing okay. Life has been so crazy the past few years with having my son, the loss of a family member, my mom making it through breast cancer, just to have a stroke a few months after because of the medication they put her on. I randomly think about the things you are going through, but often forget to reach out. I was talking to my coworker about your story today, and she was blown away. Can you share your podcast with me? I don't know if I have the self-discipline to become a lawyer, but if I did, I definitely would help you. Never give up on this. And then at 1:06 p.m., I respond to her saying, prayers sent for all of you. My gosh, I'm so sorry. This is the podcast, Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, on YouTube, iHeartRadio, RSS.com community, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index Audible, Spotify, Listen Notes, and publicrss.com. These are the apps Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And oh, girl, I will never give up on this. And yeah, when I first started the podcast, I'm sounding so darn emotional, but I do know it has been like it's my own self-therapy, telling it and finding new ways to keep expressing the story. I can't stop, and I will not. If you know of anyone who can help, please do so. And thanks again, Summer. When the messages stopped, I feel good. I feel someone is noticing, someone is listening. As my day moves on, at 6:00 p.m., I went to the cemetery. I pulled up to Wyatt on the west side of the cemetery and walked up the back side of him. I snap a photo. In the second picture, it's of his headstone with no flowers, which the city may be removing the old for the new. I visit with Wyatt, then I went to visit Megan. As I pull up to Babyland 6th West, I take a picture of the full view area. Megan's flowers are still here, and I find that odd. Megan to have hers and Wyatt to not, but we will replace his too. In the second picture, it is of the southeast headstone to the rock headstone and onto the headstones to the west and onto the Mother Mary statue. The third picture is of the same area, but from the rock headstone on west to headstones and to the Mother Mary statue. The fourth picture is of Megan's area west of the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign to the existing tree to Megan's flowers, and in the picture are headstones to the south and northwest. The fifth picture is taken of a little girl's headstone painted over with weed fertilizer, the greenish blue in color. In the sixth picture, it's of the newly set in headstone setting east of a headstone that belongs to the family of our neighbor back in 1999. In the seventh picture, the picture is of the headstones to the southwest, and some look to be sprayed over with grass fertilizer. The eighth picture is of the lineup from the same small newly set in drain to the black and white Babyland sign, to the double headstones, to the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, to the existing tree, onto Megan's flowers, to the west, to the newly set in headstone. There are headstones to the south, which should sit north of this existing tree, as the overlay picture shows. And there are headstones to the north also. The next picture is of the same area, and in the 10th picture, it's taken just south of the existing tree to the north where the North Tree sat at one time. I visit with Megan, and then I leave the cemetery. When I get home, I sit to relax. April 2nd, 2025. The episode airs tonight. My fingers are crossed, my heart is hoping and wishing, and the rest of me waits. April 3rd, 2025. This morning, waking up, I thank God. I thank God every day. I called today my free day, so I went to the country just to sit and enjoy the fresh air and the quietness. I even left my phone in the car. Sometimes I just need to get away. And when I do, I get away from it all. By the time I'm ready to leave, I do feel rejuvenated. I get in the car to finish out the afternoon. I drive and listen to the music going home. And when I reach my destination, I'm happy to be here. And now my phone is back on, and now I thank God again. April 4th, 2025. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Angel Girl. Yes, it's Megan's birthday. What would have been her 26th birthday. And of course, you know, we will go to the cemetery. But first, I start my day by going to our friend's house to clean and take him to the stores. When I finish, I go by to pick up Madison, and we get 3 balloons, one for Megan, one for Wyatt, and one for Madison's friend. At 5:10 p.m., I pull up to Wyatt. I take 2 pictures, and then I park on the street between Megan and Wyatt. We have a red heart balloon, birthday balloon, a blue star balloon, and a silver balloon. Madison holds them as I take the pictures, and in the next 2 pictures is of Madison holding the 3 balloons. In the 4th picture is of the 3 balloons together, close up. In the 5th picture, we sing happy birthday and release the balloons. They fly together to the south, and in the next picture, the balloons are traveling upward, and the next picture, they are further south and more upward. Now they are in the air. I then take 6 more pictures of the balloons traveling upward together. When we can't see the balloons anymore, we get in the car to go by Babyland 6th West. It is flooded. In the first picture, the electrical pole is more to the north in the center of the picture, but to the south in the north of the pole, water lays on the ground. In the next picture, moving north too. In the 3rd picture, it's taken south of the electrical pole to the existing tree, water laying on the ground west of Megan's area. Megan's flowers are now gone. The tire tracks are still visible in the ground, and in the grooves of the ground, it is filled with water. The 4th picture is of Babyland 6th West full view area. The only headstone that has flowers on it is the Mother Mary statue. I don't know if they were newly set there, but Megan's are gone, and one other that had a red flower bouquet hanging out of the vase is also gone. The 5th picture is of the southeast headstone going to the west. It's of Megan's area close up. The 6th picture. There are no flowers yet, but we couldn't today even if we wanted to, because the area is underwater. Sad but true. Even after the area drains were fixed in 2019. In the 7th picture, it's of the west side of the newly set in drain to the black and white Babyland sign, to the double headstones, to the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, to the west, onto the existing tree, water laying on the ground to the west and the north, and on west to the newly set in headstone. In the 8th picture, it's of the north side of the existing tree, to the north where headstones sit now, but where the north tree sat years prior. Water laying on the ground here too. We will wait to put flowers on. We visit a little longer from the street, and I can feel at this time something grab the wheel of the car, to then hear a soft voice say, "Thank you, Nana." And I can feel the spiritual world strongly. It's a heavy weight. I start to cry, to then calm down a little, to tell Madison what I heard. Then I say, "You are welcome, baby. Oh my gosh, you are so welcome." Still crying, sitting here, and then a little while of quietness. I soon leave the cemetery, and I feel the weight of the rest of the day and evening. Not a bad weight, but I can feel something. I pray, and then I went to bed, waking up on April 5th, 2025, with no energy. Something has got me stopped in my tracks. Is it a day I need to spend resting, rejuvenating, collecting myself, clearing my mind? I don't know what it's telling me, but feeling like this, I do know right now, not knowing what to do, I will do nothing. April 6, 2025. This morning seems to be better, and I thank God. And because I couldn't write Friday or Saturday, I will write what I can today and finish tomorrow if I don't get it done. Later this evening and after dinner, I did finish the writing. I have not reread or timed it yet, but I will. April 7th, 2025. Thank you, God. I eat breakfast and start my day. But before going to help our friend in the country, I reread and time the episode. It is ready to record, and I thank God. I leave to go get Madison, and then we went to the country. While in the country, we clean, we have lunch with our friend, and then returning back to his house, Madison and I leave. When I take Madison home, I go home too. When I get here, I sit to relax, and then I spent about 2 hours writing and putting my pictures on blank pages for my second book to be published. When I finish for the night, I say good night. April 8, 2025. This morning, waking up, I get my day started and I start setting the pages to my book all over my pool table and dining room table to put them in order. It's so exciting to get it done and put it together to send it in. I can't wait. Later this afternoon, I had to set them aside and take a break. I sit to rest a little before going to the cemetery. At 5:20 p.m., I pull up to Wyatt's area. I take a picture of his area, and then I take one of his headstone and his flowers. As I stand here, I talk with him. I pray to God. I leave to walk away to snap another photo of the backside of his headstone. I walk away to go visit Megan, and as I pull up, I take a picture south of the electrical pole, and the grounds look terrible, with tracks and puddles of water still laying on the ground. Wow, it's a nasty mess. In the second picture, with more water showing in puddles. In the third picture, the electrical pole is in the center of the picture, still showing more and more water. The fourth picture shows more and more of the grounds covered with water and also further north. In the fifth picture, it is the full view area in Babyland 6th West. The sixth picture too, and it is an odd picture. It's from the southeast headstone to the rock headstone to headstones in the west, which is overgrown in weeds, like weeds just to the west of the rock headstone, covering the headstones in the west and the Mother Mary statue. In the seventh picture, it's of Megan's area. Her area is also covered in the weeds as to the west of the rock headstone. Water also lays in the grass and on the grounds. In the ninth picture, it's of the lineup from the newly set in drain east of Megan's area, set in 2019, to the newly set in headstone west of Megan's area, also set in 2019. There is water laying on the ground west of Megan. In the 10th picture, it's taken south of the tree to the north of the tree, and I'm focused on this glow in the grass shining on the big brown headstone, which should set north of where it sets now. The 11th picture, water laying on the ground, showing from the tree to the north where the north tree used to sit. In the next two pictures, it's of the same. I then pull north to take pictures of water laying around other headstones, and then I leave the cemetery. I soon went home, and after getting home and re-looking at the pictures of the day, I noticed the two newly set in headstones sit on an angle of each other directly east of the first newly set in headstone and the southeast headstone. It does strike me odd, but I will keep an eye on it in pictures. I then record the episode and I get it done after the second try. And I thank God. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.